Hey everyone, it is late at night and I am Norman. A while ago I traded off the Auteur watch, this great looking Bauhaus piece that had some smudging on the inside of the crystal. And this piece was going to be a project for the viewer that I traded it to. And the cool thing is he sent updates to me along with a ton of photos, and that's why this video has taken so long to do. Because I just had a whole bunch of photos in a whole bunch of different emails, and organizing those photos and presenting them in a video was a little bit daunting. And still kind of is. But I've pulled all those photos out of the emails and I have them here, unfortunately in no particular order. So I'm going to have to kind of jump around, but I'll show you these photos and kind of tell you the story, and hopefully I get this right. If not, you know who you are out there. You can absolutely correct me in the comments below if you like, or an email if you want to do it more anonymously. But let's find out what happened to this watch. Okay, so somehow oil or something got on the inside of the crystal of the Auteur watch, which is really strange. However, I've seen even stranger things in the past. In my previous videos about that watch, I mentioned that at one point I had my max bill sent back to me from a friend, and when it arrived there was a little shard out of the sapphire crystal that had broken off on the inside of the watch. I don't even know how that happens. Maybe air pressure or something, but that is just strange. It looked like the crystal was scratched. However, it seemed smooth. When you feel the crystal, I didn't feel anything on the outside. But then I noticed something strange sitting on the dial. So I got up my loop and realized it was a piece of the crystal. So I had it sent back to Youngins. At that time it was still under warranty and they were good enough to fix the watch. And now it's absolutely brilliant. The max bill. So cool. So some of the challenges with the Auteur watch is the caseback plate is really small. So you don't get to the inside of the crystal from the back. You actually have to use a bezel removal tool. And the viewer bought one of those. Here's a couple shots of it. One of them of the watch itself in the tool. So the viewer was able to successfully remove the bezel. I think he had tried without this tool, and it just, yeah, you really need to have a bezel removal tool. I know that because I accidentally popped the hands off of my project's watch and tried to carefully remove the bezel using protective plastic and just a case back knife. Yee, now there's a tool mark on that watch. But don't get me wrong, apparently this watch was pure evil, in his words, working on. So he also purchased a caseback removal tool, and check that out. Yeah, that is nice. Much better than this inexpensive one that I purchased a while ago. Eventually I'll have to get a nice one like the viewer now owns, but this one works okay if you want something ultra affordable. And actually I did find one very similar to the one that I own on Amazon, as well as one that's in the style of what the viewer purchased. If you want to check those out, there's a couple links to them in the comments below. Those are affiliate links, just know that. But if you're already after one, it could help the channel. So yeah, he was able to remove the back of the watch as well, so when he needs to do battery changes, he could do that on his own. He got the crystal cleaned up and the watch put back together, but he decided that he was going to upgrade the crystal for sapphire, which is awesome. So here's a shot, I believe, of the sapphire crystal, unless this is a shot of after he removed the old one and cleaned it. Anyway, here are all the crystal shots that he sent me, just in case I'm showing you the wrong one. Unfortunately, the sapphire one doesn't have quite the distortions that the original did, but it's sapphire that's so cool. And look at how amazing that watch looks with a sapphire crystal on it. It's crystal clear, you can really see that dial now. The sunburst on there looks so good. And there's some wrist shots. Man, this watch looks so great now. I'm super excited that he was successful in doing this and was able to upgrade that crystal. That is such a brilliant watch. Oh, I love it. So cool. And he has a case press for putting the bezel back on. Here's some shots of the dies that are used with that and the press itself. And this is a really nice case press too. The one I have is the kind where you have to just kind of press it closed like pliers. This one's pretty cool. You just screw it down till it pops into place. I'll have to find a couple links to those as well in case any of you are looking for a case press. The one I have is cheap and it works pretty well, but I have heard of other people that have had one break on them. I'm not sure exactly which one they had, but it was sort of the style of mine. I know that the screw down one is probably going to last for absolutely ever though. That style is really great. At some point I'll have to upgrade to one of those as well. But yeah, his setup is really cool. He's getting an amazing collection of tools gathered for watch repair stuff. So cool. So yeah, there you have it. The Auteur watch looks absolutely brilliant now. And I'm glad that that trade was a win-win because, I mean, the Cyber watch, oh, that is just amazing. Definitely one of the coolest sci-fi watches that I own. I love the circuit board in the display window there. So cool. And the display is so bright. I would show it here, but it conflicts with my frame rate on the camera. But I have done previous videos of this, so be sure to check those out. Thanks for watching.